Good evening, my beautiful people. Hope everyone is doing well. You know what it is. It is, look like it's about to be Wild Out Wednesday. It's possible. It is Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So you know what that means. It is time for Some Think for the People podcast, where we make you think and we educate you and we like to listen to your take on um, all things that are in the world and in the news today. We have a wonderful guest I'm going to introduce to you shortly. Uh, First, I got to introduce the executive producer, the Mrs. Girl Pam. Good evening, Girl Pam.
Hello, people. How are you?
Hello, people. How are you? I'm doing quite well. How are you today?
I am good today.
Really? That is great. That is wonderful. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear it. How's your week been going?
Wonderful. So
Why
far.
you looked at me first?
Had to think about it.
You had to think about how your week going? Okay, I'm with it. Sometimes we with the shit, sometimes we ain't. Your week been going good?
So
Why
far.
you left the kitchen light off? After you had your little taste of wine, you had to leave the light on. I made you nervous.
Stay focused.
I am focused. Anyway, people, as you know, it is a beautiful day in Zamunda, and you know how we like to do it here. We like to bring you those guests that will stimulate your mind, your body, your soul. And tonight we have a guest in the house that will stimulate your feet in a way that you may want it or not want it. You may need it or not need it. I think I need it. I need my damn feet done. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this guest on. Before I do, let me just show you all a few things about our guest tonight. Let me show you a few pictures. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I saw this picture, I ain't gonna tell y'all what I thought. Just looking at this picture and what's going on in this picture, you can take a drink now. Uh, our guest tonight, I so love feet. It was this picture that Facebook took down. I advertised this picture and Facebook flagged me.
That's because if you
If,
look at
if you look at the picture, what?
the ladies are showing skin.
The men showing more skin than the ladies. Hell, I was trying to
Women
figure
that
out what
they're
kind of freaky
showing.
shit they was doing. That's all I was trying to figure out. So this is the picture that Facebook first flagged me for. Then they removed it. I said, okay, that ain't gonna stop me. And so, I was like, you know what? I don't have time to be playing around with them. I'm just going to bring our guest on tonight. And with that being said, we have none other than Mr. SirQuincy Ray in the house tonight. Say hello to the people,
Hey. So they took it
Anthony.
down. They flagged it down because that's like a radical kind of thing that was going on, and
Mm,
it was prompting the foot orgasm. A
wait, so you're saying Facebook took it down because of what?
so like the women were like black and whips and stuff like that. So I also collaborated with massage clients because well,
Talk up for me, Sir Quincy. Talk up for me a little bit. Our mic is Your mic kind of seems a little muffled. Yes.
so the ad was like a radical foot like orgasm content. So that's why you saw women collaborated with less clothes on.
My thing about this is, do you see the shit we see on Facebook? Seriously. Like the things I see on Facebook, I see fights, I see sex, I see fellatio. I have seen people post things and I be like, now what the hell going on? To me, there was nothing about that picture that Facebook should have flagged. However, as you know, with all great things, you have haters. A lot of times I get flagged because people be like, she not gonna talk about this while I'm looking at a page.
Because she don't listen to girl Pam who tell her how to stay out of Facebook jail.
What'd you say, Sir Quincy?
Because I was wondering because they never took mine down, and I played that ad for a while.
Exactly. So a lot of times people flag me. They won't leave me alone. They won't stop, but they want to keep coming on to see what's going on. So they'll just flag it, get it taken down. Good evening, Erica. Good evening, Cheryl. They'll get it taken down for a minute, and then I'll be like, I'm not going to stop being me and doing what I want to do. And as much as Girl Pam fusses at me, it doesn't change who I am going to be. So with
No one is trying to change you. I'm just trying to keep you out of Facebook jail.
girl, the hell with Facebook jail. I'm a damn what you call them when they be in jail a long time. Um, I'm a what's the word?
I don't know jail term. I don't know jail.
I'm a trustee. I'm a trustee. I've been in Facebook jail so long. I'm a trustee, so I'm not even worried about that. So a few weeks back, we've been having these series all summer, basically about all things sex, all things that men and women should know at this ripe old age that we're entering, whether it's 40, 50, 30, or beyond. And so we've been having these series about sex. And a few weeks ago, we had a whole series about erogenous zones. And with those erogenous zones, we talked about feet. And don't get me wrong, I did some freakish shit. Good morning, good evening, Mayor Sunshine. But when I heard our homeboy talk about women jacking men off with their feet, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. And he was like, it's a whole fan. What is OnlyFans? Fans only. And they have these women showing their feet, and they have women jacking. I was like, I am not a foot person, so you can't put your feet on me,
Well,
except for hers. Let me and my baby boy. However, so if you go and put your foot, but I have put my foot in somebody's cat before. Well, big toe. Never mind. Let's go back. This is how I get off track. This is how I get off track. However, I pulled this up. If you all look at this chart, it says reflexology, and it says chakras of the feet. And so, with you being the expert, I'm going to let you take over. What do this mean to us, those of us in layman's terms? What are we looking at?
Each one of those properties, they're connected to your brain. So when the pressure is pointed on either one of those spots, your brain starts sending a signal to those body parts. That's why if a lady's pregnant, you can make labor if you hit one of those trigger points on the bottom of her feet. That's why they tell you you're not supposed to get massage on your feet when you're pregnant.
Mm.
yeah, they told
Why
me
you
that.
said like
They
that?
told me that when I was pregnant.
Yeah, you think about something else. Talking about something.
And so then in the older terms, like when the elders were still around, the good ones, they use feet as medicine. That's why they put your feet in herbs and stuff to heal your body, because if your feet down, your whole body down. So
Right.
they give you herbs to generate your body back to put inside your body.
So with that being said, because look, and she talking about, huh? With that being said, so I had a person reach out to me after seeing your ad, and they were like, "Where is he? I'm in Houston. I gotta reach him. I gotta get to know him, and I'm going to put all of your information in this live and in the comments. Tell us what you do and who you are, SirQuincy Ray."
Okay, so I am a medical pedicurist, and people say, "What the heck is a medical pedicurist?" So a medical pedicurist is somebody who go deep into your foot situation. Like, say you got a fungus, say there's an ingrown toe. I know how to maneuver through all that to figure out what I need to figure out. I just don't start working on somebody's feet because they put their feet in front of me. I look
Wow.
at toes to see if you got athlete's feet or see what's going on between your toes before I even get to started working anyway. And so I started off as a regular nail tech who like we go to the salons now and we get our feet done. So then when the pandemic hit, I went more in depth working with a podiatrist to get my pedicurist license. So then after I got that, I went and got my CMP, which means Certified Master Pedicurist. And I think in Texas, I'm the fourth one that has it in Texas. And so again, that means I know how to touch different things at the bottom of somebody's foot to know what I need to feel.
So, wait a minute. Certified master pedicurist. Like, are
So,
you the only? This is a real question. Are you the only black
yep.
in the whole state, or in the state of Texas, or in the city of Houston? Do you know?
Texas, period. There's 4 of us. I'm like,
Oh, in the whole state.
yeah, because that means I went through another study to get what I needed to get to know about the feet. So the podiatrist is the highest. So the CM comes behind it, which means I can work with a podiatrist with feet.
Well, damn. How-
Depth of how feet is, period of how to take care of your feet, the care and maintenance of your feet.
wow. So, as John, what's up? Good evening, everybody. As Jonathan said, you speaking grown folk talk. People need to be taking notes. So, a certified master pedicurist, pedicurist. Do
CMP.
you CMP? So, is water involved?
So now water is involved, but during the pandemic, as you know, most nail places were closed down.
Right.
Trying to figure out how the heck I'm gonna maneuver through this, how I'm gonna make my money, because now after 23 years, I got furloughed from my job. So I'm like, okay, I got. So me and a podiatrist, we got together and we said, let's do waterless pedicures. So I'm like, we need water to clean our feet. No, we don't. Water dries your feet out. And so, and when you go to a regular nail salon, how the water goes inside the bag, there's bacteria going inside the water.
Oh,
So they think because you have plastic around the bowl that it's safe, but the plastic is just keeping your feet from the stuff they sprayed down with the bowl.
right.
So now your callus and your skin is inside your water where your feet's supposed to be clean and get, but instead the water is drying up your feet. Just like if you stay in the tub for a long period of time, how we get out, we're dried up. We've been sitting in there too long.
Oh, I never thought about it. People thought I was strange because I wouldn't let them use the cheese grater on my feet.
Nobody's feet that hard that they need a cheese grater. No.
See, I stopped letting them do that years ago. I hate them using that thing because it seems like my skin and was coming back harder, or to me.
It's supposed to, because your body is like now getting an arm. That's an armor system for your feet, and your feet need that at the bottom of it. It don't need much, but that's how, like, if you walk barefooted, it's a form of protection for the bottom of your feet. They shouldn't take all of it out. Like for me, because I don't use water, I wrap their feet with saran wrap and callus softener, and I let their body heat take off the amount that needs to be taken off.
Wow. Like this is some a few comments. Erica Gant says LaCarla Searles is a CMP. Do you know her? Are y'all in the same?
I probably know if I see her. I don't know.
Okay.
Again, it's so many females do it, but it's rare that a black male has.
Right. Right. Jonathan said this explains the water beads instead of water flow when you get a water pedicure. Okay. John, that's that engineering mind working, because that ain't nothing I would be asking. So let's go back a little bit. What got you started? Were you, as a nail tech, were you always doing pedicures?
But no, because it started off as a foot fetish. That's how it grew into.
Started off as
Wait,
a
hold on.
foot fetish.
Hold
Well,
on.
come on, tell us about it, Chris. Come on with it. Here we go.
Oh,
Here comes the story. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on with the story, Chris. Come on, now. Here we go.
Like finding out you coming into your own as a kid. So now I'm trying to find out these sexual revenues, how to turn myself on. So as I'm finding them and exploring them, now I'm using them on different people, and they're giving me what I need to find out that's sexually triggering them. So I'm like, okay, feet. So as I started playing with their feet, sucking their feet, it was arousing them. Wait a minute, go to the next level. What I'm gonna do? So I found out you can go to nail school and get paid to do it. So now I might as well go and get licensed to play with the feet if I'm gonna do it. So
Well, get paid to do it. Go ahead, Chris.
yes. So I got my nail license just to be covered, because first I got my massage license because control over the body and learn about the body. And so I went to learn how to do reflexology. I learned all about the body thing. So that's when nails came into place. I'm like, well, now I got to get these feet now to play these trigger feet. So I went and got that. But I wasn't doing it consistently because I didn't want nobody to know I was doing nails. Because, it was a girl thing. So I didn't want nobody to know.
Wow. What and why is that an issue in Black society? Because all the Asian men do nails.
Well, see, again, as we grew up, we didn't grow up like that. So we can't say that it's not normal to see a black guy at a nail salon.
Okay.
A black sister at a nail salon because we weren't never taught like that. It was hidden, but now it's more openly because the world has changed now.
Wow.
Even from guys now getting pedicures and manicures, it was an early thing. Now they're getting it done.
I have implored all men that I know, get your crust ass feet done. Your feet should not look like they've been out there playing on the concrete streets and you laying up in the bed with some woman. It's disgusting.
But the thing is, though, their mind frame is most people like me, I'm from the country, so I walk barefooted. We walking in the concrete on the grass. All we was
I'm
taught,
from the country. I never did that.
all they said, all they said was clean your damn feet, wipe between your toes, let's roll.
Right.
They ain't say go
Okay.
here and all this stuff because we clipped our own damn toenails.
Right. So, how did your fetish translate into SirQuincy Ray, Mr. CMP?
Where it translated because I kept getting fired from all these jobs because my mind frame has changed because now I'm working for myself. When the pandemic, my mind frame changed now because I got my entrepreneur mindset now. So when I go to these jobs, my mind is not on them, so I can tell them to fuck them and do whatever because I can do something else. So as I'm still processing, now working for corporate again, and now working for myself. So now I'm collaborating on both of them. I'm doing both of them now. So
Right.
customers became my clients. So now, as I'm getting them get them into the role, they figured out I know how to do feet. They come and get their feet done, and so my female clients will have an orgasm. So now here come my male clients are like getting reactions. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell going on? What's going on? They just on some other stuff. So now I'm researching, and they figured out your feet hit sensors in your body.
Wow. And I read a study that said that feet as an erogenous zone is fake. However, we put a chart up just a few weeks ago and how it all was connected and that different body parts were connected, like you said, to the brain. And one of the hot spots on this chart was your feet
Yeah.
and the back of the knee.
Let me ask this question.
Uh-oh, here we go. Be
How
careful.
did you first react when you realized that this woman was getting an orgasm by you doing her feet?
Well, it scared me because well, because this is why it scared me. It made this like sexual noise, and I either having a heart attack or something going on because she went like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Oh, hold up." I'm thinking I did something to her feet, but she said, "No, it's not you." She said, "I think I had an orgasm in your chair." I'm like, "What?" She had to get up to go to the bathroom. She said it happened in one side of her leg, and that's what shot up the pain in the leg.
Oh, wow.
You have because you have the bottom of your feet, it's behind the knee, and you also have in between your thighs. Those
Hey, don't touch yourself like that on here. We got nasty girls watching. And
that in between the thigh is something else. I'm telling you. When you hit that spot,
we're
that's
supposed to
it.
be talking about feet.
Oh, okay.
so
Yo,
imagine those spots getting hit. Now your feet is now getting hit like that.
How do you go about booking your
it is something wrong with you.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna go test it out for you, ladies. Next time I'll be in Houston in a few. I'm gonna need a booking. You can be there too.
Even like so, people assume you need the water. You don't need the water because the way I do my service because all my service are waterless. I mean, so the steam adds the moisture back into your foot when it's dried out. I mean, you're still getting everything that you get in the salon. I still give you the paraffin. I still give you the exfoliation. I still give you the hot mud. I still give my clients CBD oil, so they getting all that, but without the.
Plus a happy ending. Plus we getting happy
Oh,
ending.
here you go. Now you're gonna be
I didn't say that. That
right.
If the woman
Hold
reaches
on.
the orgasm on her
Hold
own,
on.
that's her happy ending.
Disclaimer, people. He is not there to jack you off and shit. That is not. If, however, if your
it
feet,
happens,
if it happened in his chair, he just gonna wipe that thing down with bleach and antibacterial, whatever.
now is normal, even for like when my guys started doing it, it was freaking me out because I'm like, what is going on? And so again, they don't even be thinking about it. It just happens. Their body is,
involuntary response. I'm telling you.
and so that's like if you're sleeping, how most guys wake up and they're horny or they're on hard. Their mind is already relaxed and ready.
So, how does it feel as a man to know that you are just got people smiling from ear to ear, male, female, cat, or dog? Does that build your confidence? Does that make you feel different?
I mean, in a low key way, it's sexual to me because now it's like I'm fulfilling the sexual vibe for them. So now that's like, oh yes, yes. It's to me, it's like, okay,
Now you're working even harder.
yes. So like next time they come, like, okay, let me hit them right here this time. So it's like in my head, I'm like body or something.
Jesus, I'm telling you. Make sure you
Look,
a
a few of the comments, foot doctor in the house. Cynthia Dawson says, "I am in Houston!" Exclamation mark. Please send your link because we're gonna put it in the comments. Kim says, "Where are you located?" Erica said, just getting everybody hot and bothered. Yes. I don't know. Whenever I go get a pedicure, I always want to be to the point of relaxation where I can fall asleep. I don't know how it would feel if
Well, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna sit there
you
and
ain't
enjoy.
shit.
I mean,
I'm
the whole you going to salons is to relax and have a clear head because you probably had a long week, you had a long day.
I
But
don't have a clear head.
but like for me, it's suppose you have that female who hasn't been touched sexually in a while, and they find it in a certain spot, it triggers something.
Hmm.
That-
So I don't know if I should ask this question or not. So when we book, if we were to book your services, I'm nervous, I'm blushing, I don't even know why. So if we were to book your services, what are there different packages? Are there different levels? How does this work?
Well, for most of my clients, I have different services to create them a package on how I know them. Because
Okay.
but I pick up their frequency to know what they need before they even ask me. So, and I don't take every client because they book. I have a conversation with them. I need to figure out what your issues are. You have any foot issues, any concerns? That's how I develop a package for them.
Do you protect your space and your peace? Because that
Hmm.
yeah, when you said I don't take everybody, because I would think that space would have to be very personal.
I mean, then again, it's an intuition that goes into talking to people. Like you know what their intent is, and you know if you book them now, everybody go because I already had people say, "Oh, I think he has sex over there with his clients," and blah blah blah. I'm like, everybody's trying to figure out what goes on behind the walls.
Don't worry, me and Jonathan having sex. He just don't know it. Everybody they say we having sex. I don't know how. I ain't never seen his meat pistol, but that's what they say. People, but when people can't figure you out or people see you with happy clients,
Uh
they
huh.
trying to figure out what you're doing because why they ain't coming to me for my services or whatever. So people are just gonna make up stories regardless to what.
Different than like nails out the dark for my clients who they get out work late from like I work from 7 p.m. So it depends on what I have. I mean, they can smoke hookah, they smoke their weed when they get their feet done, they drink. So I had to make sure I create a space for them because everybody's doing it. So what am I doing differently than them? So I have now have a different mindset again, I have my corporate mindset and my entrepreneur mindset. So I had to collaborate both of them to create a space for my clients.
So you telling me I could come on there and smoke my blunt? I mean, you tell me that they, not me, because I don't do that. They can come and light up,
Yeah.
whether it be a cigar, blunt, whatever.
For
Yeah.
clarification, you do take males and females, correct?
Say what?
You do take males and female clients?
Yep.
One of the comments is, so he's saying he doesn't take male clients. He does take male clients, and they can't control their body. I think a lot of people need to understand when somebody hits a zone and you're not sure about the zone or you've never had it, you can't control what your body does. And so it just is what it is. Another comment, good evening, Harvey said, foot fetish is definitely true. I myself have had orgasms. Wait, hold on. I myself have had orgasms just looking at feet, particularly the soles. Now, Harvey, you got to explain that one to me. I expect to hear.
On that level, what he has now done is created a mindset visual in his head. So like if he even like say for example masturbating, the person don't have to be there. You're visualizing the whole.
That visual is something. I'm a visual person.
Yeah.
It is everything. When you can be a visual
But
person,
how can you orgasm looking at the soles of the feet? That
Some people.
the same way some people orgasm by looking at women's breasts.
Yeah.
That is his thing. Just like some men, I can look at a woman's breast and they can orgasm. His thing is looking at a person at their feet.
Yeah.
That is his thing.
um, comments. Johnson said the brother is speaking truth. Don't be saying, wait, what? You know we doing it, boy. Stop acting funny. Tarsha said, when I get pedicures, I laugh because I'm ticklish. If you make me laugh and sauce, meaning orgasm, I might kiss you in the mouth. Girl, wait.
Well, see the ticklish thing, I bypass that because there's certain ways that you can touch the feet so they won't be ticklish.
Now,
Tarsha,
I
he's in
have a
Houston,
question.
so stop going to Dallas. Go to Houston.
I saw on your page where somebody was getting their feet done and there was something white coming out the right by their foot. Is that what is that steam or what is that I was seeing?
So you look at the foot.
He go
But
ahead.
somebody was getting their feet done and there was some steam or something coming out.
So
It,
so so steam is the subtraction from the water, but the steam adds moisture back into your feet. So
hmm,
people feet are overly dry, the steam adds moisture. Just like if you get a facial or something, it's
hmm.
your pores and it's putting what you need back into your skin.
This is the picture. She saw this picture as well. She said she saw something white on their feet. What's the white? Is it just
I
lotion?
knew he said that he does waterless, so I figured it had to be steam that was coming because it was spraying out
Okay.
as he was doing
Even without the water, their feet lightens up because of all the the friction and the exfoliation and all that kind of stuff. The product, so their feet actually lightens up.
the.
His feet when they light when we started, it was browner than that.
Really? So you're able to help these men out with these crusty, dusty feet that they may have. Okay. Okay.
Uh, comments. Let me see. uh, Tarsha Sunshine too. Something I didn't know. Boy, you know. But I also hear stories all the time about my meat that I miss. Jonathan said visuals based on your fetish can create orgasms at different levels. People don't know that having chills is a beginner's level of an orgasm. Visual
Oh, really?
enhancement based on your enjoyment.
I know when I start getting the chills, it's about to be on. It's about to go down.
It
With
is.
them chills. That's the first thing that start the chills. Then when you get the little legs, it's about to go down when the chills start. I'm just saying.
Really?
Hold on, you guys.
Agent, what you doing?
Okay. There we go, people. I apologize for those technical difficulties.
What happened?
You back? Can you hear me now?
I don't know if Quincy.
SirQuincy,
Can you hear us?
can you hear me? Okay. Okay. All right. Yes, we're back. I don't know what happened. We got kicked out. Sorry about those technical difficulties. Uh-oh. We got Big Trap Uncle in the house. Good
How y-
evening, sir.
what's going on? How y'all doing?
Oh, we're good. We're great. How are you?
Um, hanging in there, hanging in there. Just finished an important call, so I'm good now. But yeah, now back to our brother. Our brother speaking truth. I was over here still watching while actually giving a speech and actually all together. So yeah, yeah, giving giving respect to the guy, backing up some of our conversations we've been having about, teaching people that the feet are healing, the feet are connected to the mind, that the feet create, some good situations. So yeah. And based on his licensing and his education and what he has earned, he is not telling anybody that they can walk into his place and gain anything sexual. We are protecting his money at all
There you
costs.
go. We are protecting his money at all costs and his brand. That's why I said disclaimer. Huh? What you say,
No,
Quincy?
I said, I don't know about it happen every time. It don't happen like that. It happens when it happens.
It happens sporadically. Yeah. So people are sitting there talking about, oh, I can go to his salon. No, this is not Ling Ling them shop, and you are not going in here for happy endings and all of that. Stay at home. That is not what he is a masseuse. He is a CMP certified master pedicurist. Did I get it right?
Hmm.
Okay. And his services are worth every dime.
Although, if it happens, if it
I mean,
involuntary
that's
happens,
right.
he ain't gonna stop it.
So, what you say? Say it again, Quincy. We couldn't hear you.
You know?
Uh huh.
I said, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep hitting at it. But, of course,
Just like the men, don't let up.
Right.
Stay
Don't
right
stop
there.
now. Don't stop now. Stay right there. A few comments. Jonathan says he has those when he sees women in fishnets and heels walking perfectly. Yeah, that's a big thing, Jonathan, because women in heels do not walk perfectly. And ladies, if you know you can't walk in your heels, practice at home. You got carpet. Practice. My mama used to tell me, you better put on them shoes before you go somewhere with some thick socks to break them in so your feet be hurting. I ain't gonna tell you who said that since you in here, but yeah, walk, practice walking in your heels, ladies, because y'all be walking through here looking like a pterodactyl.
Stay focused.
I'm
Come
just
on.
saying, stay focused, stay focused.
Mhm.
A few of the comments, Gray Marine, what's up, Gray? He said it's an interesting topic. I love getting my feet done, but have never experienced anything like what y'all are talking about.
I'm going to have to go and book an appointment then. I sure.
Keep your mind open to the
Keep your mind open to
possibility.
the possibility.
there
Corey
you
Thomas
go.
says, no feet touching over here. I'm too damn sensitive on my feet. What do you say to that?
I mean, people say that, but it's the way you test somebody's feet that I have people that say they was ticklers all along, but when they come, they don't. The reason that they're ticklers when they go to Ming Liam because they're so everything quick and all the friction going on. I don't have time for that. So I mean, if your feet tell me a certain point that's ticklish, and I stay away from the area like that.
Yeah, and I find that when I get pedicures, I'm not ticklish. However, if the kids just come and rub across my foot, I will jump. That's the only. I'll be like, hey, stop! Don't do that. Don't touch my feet. But I'm not ticklish when I get pedicures. Tarsha says somebody hating ass husband blocked y'all internet connection so we can learn about these foot
Gasm.
gasms. That's my child. I don't know why she called every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Just be trying to interrupt us. Go on it. Oh, next comment. Go on and post the link. My truck is already gassed up. So post the link. We got to make sure we tell them. How do we get in touch with you, SirQuincy?
Well, if they have IG, it's I so love feet on IG.
I so love feet. Y'all got that?
Soul.
So, not so, not
Yep.
SO. SOLE. I so love feet on IG. Tar said Jonathan Elson, I have been called some dudes baby mama and have never even seen them personally. That's weird. Um, Jonathan, she said she has been called some dudes baby
She's
mama.
trying
Right.
because you said Jonathan and you
Right.
are yeah.
Yeah, that is.
So how do they go by booking you? Can they book through your Instagram link, or is there another way to book?
So there's a link on the. They just hit the bio. They also list of the services that they want if they're interested.
Okay.
Let me ask you this question. So people be flying you out?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, that means he good at what he do, y'all. Because I ain't flying my Pedicurist out.
Now keep in mind, prior to me going back to corporate, I had to throw myself out there like that, get clients to come in. So I never knew where they were staying at. So now they get spoiled and they say, okay, I'm having a spa event. I need you to come down. So I'm gonna fly you down for the weekend. So all my
Oh,
spa event, and they don't know about waterless pedicures. Could you come and show them, demo them how it is? So every place I go to now, I have to do a demo because people don't believe that you can do feet without water.
wow.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
So what?
they'll call me to either have they having a spa event going on, or even around town they'll have events going on.
So what? Where do you want to take this? Because like I can see this getting out and changing folks' lives.
Well, I'm just playing with it now until I find that right space where I don't have to keep going back and forth to corporate America again. But
Right.
this is exhausting. Doing feet all day is exhausting. I mean,
And
so
so
and that's why I keep tackling between corporate and this, because if I don't want to do feet, I know a check coming in every week.
right.
Mhm.
Hmm. Trina, you have walked into footgasms, and the man that can give you one. Not every time, but if it happens, he ain't gonna stop it from.
It's a
It's a
possibility.
possibility.
I always have my trustee here, and
What is that? I ain't gonna tell you what that looked like. What is that?
it has the different points that I just a trigger point one. It shows,
Oh.
It's shaped like a bullet.
yes. So it goes in there. So when massaging my client's feet, this little bullet is hitting the trigger points that I need to put the hit.
Hmm.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what just came to my mind because
Well, that trusted little gadget
Jonathan,
right
you
there.
still there?
This one,
I see it. I see it.
Look, and
It's
Jonathan
definitely what
stuttering.
you.
He talking about
I mean, I knew what it was when he first pulled it out because I've used one of them before, so I already know what's up.
Oh, Jonathan.
I mean, I mean, I've been on here for enough conversations for you to know I'm a very exploration type of man. So,
And what did you do with that? I'm just gonna ask. Go
Mm-mm.
ahead, Quincy.
and
What
so
you
we're gonna
say?
keep it on Quincy.
but the trick is now people may have that, but you got to go through. I had to go through 5 to get the right one because I didn't want to spend the money for it. Like 400
Mm-hmm.
I had to spend for this.
Yep.
Wow.
Hmm.
It's
And
expensive.
how many different triggers do you have that comes with it? I know it ain't one for how many triggers you
Look,
got in there?
and let me tell you, he got the one that's interchangeable.
Yeah,
So he got the one where you can switch it out to the different
Switch the
kit
heads out.
parts. Uh-huh.
like this is
Yep.
Oh,
And that's the one, that's the regular one right there. Yep.
This
Come
is
on with
for
it,
the
brother.
what?
this is for my
your regular
Oh,
people.
wait, it's like an intro, like when I'm getting ready to
Mm-hmm.
ball. So it curves right.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's levels to this thing. You start them off with the regular, then you advance them up. What this one for?
So this one is like a percussion one. So this one also gets like those different angles. This your feet. This is what happens to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sound like you pounding in that thing.
I was hoping I wasn't the
Oh
only
boy.
one thinking that
Here she go.
because I
Here
was
she go.
thinking. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was thinking, but and when you did the little, y'all remember when we was younger and guys would do that in our hands because we want to get you the nasty stuff away from me, boy.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my.
Now they asking you to go around in their hand like that.
And wait a minute, that still works. That still works.
Oh, Quincy said that's still right. Okay, all
All
right. So
righty
Quincy,
then.
so how many different heads are for this machine?
So this one has 4.
Okay. What was the fourth one? We saw 3. What was the one we didn't see?
Let me see what the
Mm.
fourth
Let's see
one
what you're
do.
working with. What in
What
the world is that?
Oh,
It looked like a tool.
that can be pretty interesting right there.
We saw that one.
That's the
Okay.
bullet
That's the bullet looking one.
and the
That's the yeah,
flathead.
that's the thing,
The
and that's the
pounder.
regular people.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if that one was the regular people,
So it's like it's an introduction. Like some people, it depends on how much pressure they want, because
Mhm.
you may get somebody who is ticklish or who don't like pressure like that. So the ball is perfect for just to introduce you to the percussion of the massage. So if
so
I feel I want to take you higher, I'll switch it out.
which one do you use for those more advanced clients?
So I use between the ball and the bullet.
I just did something to you, didn't it?
Keep in
I'm
mind,
telling you.
it also has a higher speed on. I can turn it up. So if I
Oh,
hit the spots like I wanted to hit.
You
oh,
ain't got to
Jesus.
show them women
So
all of
it's
that.
vibrating. It's vibrating and getting faster, boy. And then once you go faster, you can slow that thing down too.
I've seen on porn where guys.
John, wait, hold on. Jonathan laughed. What you
Wait a
say?
minute, go, guys, do what with that? Go back, say that again.
So I've seen on porn that the guys use this one for like their nuts and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
What? Okay, Jonathan, you've seen that or have you done that? Because you laughed when he held that up.
I just knew it was introduced to me. And when it was introduced to me, I enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah, no,
I
like I
bet you
say,
did. That's why you over there giggling like that.
first of all, I was laughing. You the one over there giggling like a chess cat and can't sit still in that chair.
Tell you don't tell him, Jonathan, you don't giggle. You a
I
grown
just
ass man.
she
You laugh.
she done
Sound like
bounced
you're on
around in that she done bounced around in that chair like he had turned the damn machine on her ass.
Hey,
like a
So
fish
we
out across lake.
hmm,
Must be time.
I'm just saying. I'm
Like
a
a fish
visual
out
person.
of she,
You
yeah.
can show it to me
This
and
is
I can
one
get
you
it.
can't show her nothing because she gonna get it in her
Oh
head
man.
every time.
So
I'm a visual
so
person.
so Quincy, let me ask you, being out there in Houston and everything, what is some of the issues that you're running into as far as, because you mentioned having to bounce back and forth between corporate world and doing what you're doing. What is a lot of the issue? Are you running into marketing issues, or are you running into clients, the consistency of them? Like, what is it that you're really dealing with in, Houston and that city being the size that it is?
Well, it's a whole group of things. Okay, for me, it's the fear for me of letting something go into letting my corporate mindset go. So
Oh
it's
yeah. Okay.
that fear for me doing it, and then not only that, I have to grind harder because now there's no income coming in. I am the income. So
Correct.
the marketing and the clientele is there, but it's that fear that I have that allows
Right.
me to keep going back and forth between corporate.
Right. Right.
Because you
Right.
know what corporate is going to bring you. And even though you're good at this, you say, what if the market dries up or anything that may happen? I think that stops a lot of us with our
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship, our
Yep,
fear of
job supplies my dreams, what I need to take care of.
Hmm.
Get to that level that I can just say goodbye, period. Because again, now you have the consistency of people that don't come like they're supposed to come.
Right.
hmm
Right.
And
Right.
unfortunately, in the winter, some of us don't take care of our
neglect.
feet,
Yeah,
and they forget about their feet in the winter because they're all
I know.
packaged up in shoes and socks. They want to wait till the summer
That's the
to be
worst.
regular.
Because I mean, you're supposed to treat all year long. Because again,
Absolutely.
even the products that you use, you're supposed to change them up for that season. That's why That's why they get cracked up because now you're using the same product used for spring for winter. So
Hmm.
to go is and so
You go ahead.
even for me, for my clients, that this is not like one of those mean league because I'm gonna charge you for you coming over here, so they don't come as regular. because the price is up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the price, I always tell people you'll buy Louis Vuitton, but you won't take care of your feet, mind, and body. To me, that's more important. I'll pay for the pedicure, massage, or manicure,
Right.
or whatever, or she'll pay for it because she the one gonna go on a regular.
But it's
Right.
Hmm.
most of the
Right.
Say that again.
it's most of my females who don't take care of their feet.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies,
Mm-hmm.
y'all heard it out that man's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
They want to wear acrylics, so shoes are not taking care of the polish. So now they got a fungus. So now you got to get a fake toe to put over your real toe because now your toenails is falling.
Mm, 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 mm. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
think about it like that, but
Yeah,
I do see a lot of roughed up, fucked up ass ladies' feet.
I never understand the fake
The fake
toenails on the
toenail.
toes. It seems like that would be uncomfortable when you wear shoes.
I mean,
What you say, Quinn?
but the thing is, so that now most women have a mindset they want the perfect toes. So now
Mm,
acrylics put on their toes so they can have the perfect shaped toes.
mm.
And
Yeah,
then, like back in China, the people wear the small shoes so their feet can be small. So now
right.
you have females trying to wear the cute shoes with acrylic on the shoes. So now their feet hurt so bad, and they have complications with their toes that they jacked up.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
That's a requirement for her to be a concubine. You had to
Yes,
wear
I was going to say
the
when they used
small
to
feet.
bind their feet, they used to bind.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better read about the history of that. They used to bind those Asian women's feet so that their
They
feet would
did.
be tiny like little children, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
it was wild. Um,
Good thing I'm not Asian.
But still, as black women, even women, period, they find they can wear a 12, but they want to find an 8 to put their feet in
Mm-hmm.
Louis Vuitton shoe or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
take their shoe out. Their toe been beat up at the big toe, and their toes been rubbing on the concrete all day because now their feet have overslide the shoes.
right.
Hmm.
Their heel is messed up because now the heel's been fighting to stay up in those little shoes.
Never think about that, ladies. Y'all better take care of your feet. Wear your right. We know you're a size 11 and a half. It's all right. We love you anyway, bitch. We have a question for you. I think Tarsha missed this earlier, so we're gonna revamp it, bring it back. Can you do pregnant women's feet, or would you make their water break?
No, I don't do pregnant women feet because of that purpose. I mean, you can hit a wrong angle and the baby can come out deformed or something. Um, but what I do, I mean, I just don't. The only thing I don't use on my pregnant clients, I don't use hot towels on my clients, and I don't use massage on them. But I get them everything else
So
Mm.
why do you not use the hot towels?
because hot towels can also put you in labor as well.
Oh,
Simulates.
It,
Hmm.
but it could be hot on them. Once just like my diabetic people, when they go to the Chinese place to get their feet put in the water, they don't know how hot the water is because they can't feel it.
right. I tell people, hey, you know you're a diabetic, you're going to get a pedicure, and you not watching them, or you not seeing their standard of clean or level of clean. And now, after you told me about water in the bucket, the bag not clean, the bucket
She
still
ain't
ain't clean.
never getting a pedicure again. And
But I take
You have to, your mind has to be open because I mean, again, mine wasn't like that until the pandemic. And I had to study through. I had to study. We had to break down every angle of the chair. Cause like if you go in your kitchen sink right now, you undo the piping. That water is sitting there, and it probably got green stuff all inside the water because it's sitting there. So imagine all that going in your water every time you go get your pedicure done. So say you do got a cut on your feet, it's a possibility you can get something because now the water has infected, the bacteria has infected some of your
Oh my God,
Right.
I ain't never. Well, I
I
Mm-hmm.
pour
know.
bleach down my drains every day, all the time, not every day.
are you saying that the Chinese people will have to do that on every person that exists?
Right.
Right. And we
Mhm.
And they
know they
and they
not doing
definitely
it.
not.
Yeah,
Right.
But now that you said that, it makes me think about it. Now I don't want them to touch my feet. I'm glad I take care of my feet at home, though. I actually,
Mhm.
make,
I told you,
make sure you
never going to get a pedicure again.
what you want to do, get your feet done with your own stuff because they don't sanitize their stuff.
Right. It was a place up here on North Market that they used to put your name on your
Some
utensils.
people,
Only
yeah,
use it
yeah,
when
they
you-
were
but
doing
people
that.
have gone away from that.
Mhm. It's not cost effective for them.
Of course not.
Mhm.
They in that rush business, so every time you leave, they got to get the next person. They don't have enough time to sanitize it that fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, there's no way.
You could just use my feet with a cheese grater. Now you finna use it on somebody else.
Yeah, disgusting. So, SirQuincy, what is one thing you can tell us about people's feet that we wouldn't think of, we wouldn't know, or we wouldn't believe?
Well, y'all didn't believe the foot orgasm.
Well, I believe. Well, I don't know.
You're not a foot person, though.
I'm
I
not.
swear.
Mhm.
I swear they acted like I was the craziest person in the world when I mentioned.
No, I acted like you were crazy when you say the girl put her feet around your meat pistol.
Well, but at the same time, okay, for instance, you see that tool he just used?
Yes.
Okay, so she used my tool on her feet in the same type of way. And she had
Your
her feet
personal
lubricated.
tool.
That
Mhm.
there you go. And so then
Mhm.
once she got to the concept of seeing me excited, she got excited and the orgasm happened just like that.
All my
So
friends are nasty.
Including
I
yourself.
mean, I
Okay.
mean, hey, it is what
So,
it is.
Quincy, what's the one thing you?
I can't really think about one right now. And I deal with feet all day. I'm trying to think.
Really? Well,
What
that's good. You've had some pretty good experiences then.
yeah,
Quincy, what's the average length of your pedicure?
an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, mhm.
Every session.
That's on everybody. Yep.
Okay. See, I can see spending the money
Right.
for that length of time,
And
and
you
you
truly paying
taking
for a
you,
service.
yeah, truly taking your time with my feet. I'm relaxing, and so yeah, that's what I was wondering. You know how much time I need to lie for when I book.
That's the whole creating a space for the individual person. Because again, you could have had a fucked up week or something. So you just want to come in
Mm.
and to disconnect from outside stuff. So I created a package that lasts that long.
Oh, that's what's
Jonathan, you were
up.
about to ask a question.
No, I was going to ask Quincy, and I guess this is important information for everyone that's watching. Um, are you ever put in a position, and I think you just kind of answered it for us. Are you ever put in a position to where during that time when you finish, after, let's say someone goes into that orgasm, do you also find yourself put in a position to provide them with aftercare? And so some type of emotional aftercare after the fact, just to kind of help them feel comfortable with what just happened and also explaining to them
I ain't
actually
never
what
thought
has
about that.
happened.
I never
Yeah,
thought about that, Jonathan.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
the first couple of times it threw me for a loop. I was shocked and I didn't know what to do. They didn't even, so we both sitting there looking at each other. They trying to figure out how it happened, and I'm trying to figure out what I did to make it happen. And
Right.
now what goes on, it may be a time or two or three that, now me and the client have interacted and locked with each other. So now
Right.
what goes on Vegas, stay in Vegas.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Now,
All right.
have you been caught up in a situation to where, because one thing you were mentioning is that there's an energy exchange that is happening between you and that person. Is there a situation where have you ever had a situation where you had to establish boundaries to let them know that this is just a professional situation?
Yeah.
Okay. I figured it. Yeah.
I mean, but again, that is like one of those things that you know better, you do better kind of thing. And
Hmm.
being the person, we just have to know, okay, that probably is that one time you're married, I'm still me. But I mean, it's weird how it happens.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
People try to
What's
train,
your
you can't even get trained to that happen.
right? And Tarsha says if he do aftercare, I'm gonna wind up cooking for him and sending his mama a Christmas card. You stupid. She also said, I have done a meat pistol massage with my feet. It works. We'll have to put it in the comments. This will be an interesting story, I'm quite sure. What was your worst experience?
My worst experience would probably be that one of my clients, they said, "Hey, can I get comfortable?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." I go to the back and get out my stuff, get prepared for the service. I didn't expect them to be naked, so I'm so I'm like, "Why'd you get naked? The feet done?" So, but to him, that was his comfortable level of letting me know that he been in his work clothes all day. He need to be comfortable, and so he did ask me. But in my mind, I'm like, "Okay, sure, go ahead." I'm thinking he meant.
Right. You thinking roll your pants legs up. You didn't think he was gonna get naked.
Now what they did for me moving forward is I have now developed robes for my clients now, my female and my guy robes.
Okay.
Because again, they can't get all the way comfortable because keep in mind if they got tight pants on, so I can't roll their legs all the way up, or I can't work on their calves or something because
Right.
clothes on. And then keep them. It is also from 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. I'm working, so it's nighttime. So
Right.
we get our clothes at night.
And most people are trying to get relaxed so they can go home, take a hot shower, and go to bed. I get it. Oh, that makes good sense.
So now I have created a space that my clients are able to take a shower here. They have robes. It's pretty much a home away from home environment that I created for them because of that one incident that happened. Because I'm like, what the heck? Whoa, what's going on? Because space. Because my name to be out that I'm tied to something that does this. No, because my life.
Right.
Correct.
Look, nephews, China talking about, was it Deshaun Watson that got naked? Don't do Deshaun. He on the comeback. He done hit a $200-some million lick, T. He on the comeback. Anyway, so I know we got to get ready to get out of here. What do you want people to know about your feet?
That if your feet down, your whole body's down. That is like for real. Because as the reason I really got into it also beside the foot fetish, because as blacks, even coming from a point of view from a black male who does nails now, I know the importance of nail care and what it means to make sure our feet is always taken care of. Even if we are smokers, all that stuff comes through your feet. I can see all that through people's feet. I mean, because I do for my clients to detox all that purity out of them. So I have that. I offer plain cupping. I offer cupping for them. So it just depends on what they got going on that I offer for them.
Explain the cupping to
Can you
me.
show? Do you have one of your with you for the cupping?
I think so. Yeah.
Can
So-
you show it to them?
So I don't know if you saw the picture with the people that had the circles on.
Yes.
I saw that.
So what it does is like a regular massage, you're pushing everything. So with cupping, I'm lifting everything up and it's releasing, allowing your body to heal its own self correctly.
And I see people have done their back, their legs.
Yes.
I've seen the back. I never knew they did their legs before. Thighs.
So the legs, people do the legs because they have arthritis in the legs, or they have pain in their knees, or at the bottom of their foot, they have when they walk, the ball of their feet hurt. So again, I use cupping, it pushes it and allows everything to go through and heal itself.
And did I see somebody did the back of their head on
Yep.
one of those pictures? Wow. Okay.
The back of their head? Was that
Yeah.
somebody's head?
This is
Oh,
somebody's
I
head.
just saw that.
And what is the head done for like migraines?
Yep. Migraines. Yep.
You better go see him tomorrow.
That seems like that hurt.
Get migraines since I was 12. So I mean, there's nothing I can find for mine.
Yeah, I've tried. I have the dates piercing. That kind of helps, but now they're coming back, so I'm gonna have to try something else now.
I mean, yeah, because the doctor told me to try the Botox shots behind the ear. That didn't work. They told me my teeth was messed up, so I got braces, got them fixed. The only thing that really works, and I know I should be doing it, is BC and Pepsi. That's the only thing that works.
B,
Mm,
C, and Pepsi.
Pepsi. Yeah.
Caffeine and caffeine. One of those comments, Tarsha says those cupping pics look uncomfortable. Are they painful?
So what happens is people see so red, and the reason is they see it because those are levels that they can take. That person can take. Um,
Right.
my clients who are just starting off with it, they don't get the pressure like that because they can't take the pressure that long. So,
Mm.
but the red cups is like a deep tissue massage. You're really pushing it up and sucking on. It's like you're sucking on somebody's neck for a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like passion marks. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's levels to the
Passion marks.
cupping as well.
yeah.
Okay. I might be a beginner
So
cupper.
I need to ask this question. In the cupping, do it start with small cups and it gets larger? Or they, because I see it look like those are different shapes and sizes.
Like say for example, for your back, lower back, I would use like a medium cup for your lower back. And for your neck, I would get a smaller one. But again, it's getting all the toxins out of your body, and the cupping's allowing once it's lifted up, your cells are repairing itself instead of like a massage, you're spreading it. But the cupping, it heals it quicker because it's lifting it up.
And then it's gonna release. How long does it usually take for the redness for your body to heal? Does it depend on the person?
Where it depends on how when the color makes it represents the pain that's going on in their body already. Like if it turns purple, that means that's a lot of energy going on that they injured themselves through either working out or doing something they had no business doing. And so
Okay.
it take like 2 weeks. It's like a passion mark. It takes about 2 weeks for a passion mark to finally leave.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it took that. I just knew it looked, I'm with Tarsha, it looked uncomfortable, but I wanted to try it at least one time
Yeah, I
just
mean,
because I'm.
so yours was definitely
Mm.
beginner cupping. So like for my beginner cupping, I do like a back facial, which they get their back clean while I'm using the cups.
Oh, okay.
So
Hmm.
cups are not like actually on there. I'm maneuvering the cups, sliding the cups up and down
Okay.
because so I'm
Hmm.
introducing the cups to your body because you never get it.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty doggone interesting.
Interesting. Hmm.
This was a lot. This I
Yeah.
gotta ask before we go, before I ask for y'all final thoughts. Have you had a foot orgasm before?
Me,
Yes.
I haven't.
Never.
So you haven't been able to experience it?
Well, I think it's always different when you try to do stuff yourself versus somebody else. I mean,
Okay.
keep in mind, I'll experiment on stuff, but I will be the giver than the receiver. I don't like it done on me. I like to do it on
Okay.
Mm,
because my
Oh,
vision allow me to process stuff.
yeah. Well, I've had one.
Really.
good night.
Yes. I,
But did you do it?
huh?
Did you do it to yourself through your feet or what?
Adrian did it to me.
Good night. Good night.
Oh boy.
And it is, if you've never experienced it, people, you have to experience it. It's a wonderful thing. Jesus, Devontae, I'm
I
telling you.
don't. I'm going. Final thoughts. I don't even know what to say.
I'm just saying.
Final thoughts.
That one.
Huh?
Huh?
I need to learn how to do that and incorporate that.
No, you don't. That's why they batshit crazy. You do not want to incorporate that.
Mhm.
Huh?
Well, if you got it, you got it.
Yeah, hey. But anyway, final thoughts. I know we got to get out of here. Look, what you shaking for? Now, I'm finna go. Final thoughts. Girl, I'm going to come with you
Come
first.
back to me.
Jonathan, what's your final thoughts?
My God. Yeah. Well, like you said, just the concept of all the information he provided us with tonight is very important. It falls back to the concept of all our conversations of just being like, hey, knowing how to touch your body, knowing how to enjoy yourself, but at the same time too, the expectations that you should actually learn your body before you walk into these spaces. Because at the end of the day,
What you doing?
it's it is not the professional's job to help you learn your body, but they can educate you on ways to explore and enjoy and do what's necessary for moving forward. So I definitely want to salute Quincy for coming in because they really thought we was crazy. They especially thought I was crazy when I was trying to introduce them to exploring erogenous zones and understanding that there's more to touching than the genitalias or touching, the basic sexual organs of the body. So I do appreciate you coming in and providing them with some insight. It was well needed.
Mhm. Quincy, what's your final thoughts? What's your final thing you want to let the audience know?
My final thing is, be experimental. Don't be afraid of trying new stuff. Even if you don't like it, at least try to, so you can say you don't like it. I've tried everything. There's nothing I tried about. So don't not really surprise me. So I just tell people that find your lane and stay in it and try stuff.
That's it.
Well, my final thoughts for the evening, people. I just want to say that if you have not experienced a footgasm, if you have not had anyone to massage your feet and find your spot, you should definitely experiment it. Because when I tell you, when they hit that right spot, it is a wonderful thing. You're gonna be telling them just like you tell them when they in that thing, stay right there, right there, right there, right there. That's what you're gonna be telling them when they find that spot. Because when
Oh
I
boy.
tell you, when they find that spot on that foot, and remember that every part of your body is connected to a spot on your foot.
Yep.
Correct.
Remember that, people. So
Correct.
experiment, experiment,
You sound like
experiment.
you've had some experience with it.
I'm just telling you. Okay.
My final thought is no more cookies before
I didn't have a
the
cookie.
pot. First final thought, no more cookies. Second final
Oh
thought,
my
no
God.
more whiskey.
I didn't have any of those things.
Because my mind is wide open right now.
So
So,
that means I'm getting a foot massage tonight?
my mama bedroom next door.
I tell you, this is why you need an empty house, people. When the mother-in-law bedroom is right next to your bedroom, I'm just saying, you got to find creative ways,
Hey,
like 4 a.m. in the
stop
morning,
listening to her,
when
people. She
hopefully
still
she
be up.
sleeps. But
She never
my
sleeps.
mother-in-law never
She only
sleeps.
sleeps in the daytime when we not here.
When we at work, she sleeps during the day.
SirQuincy, what were you saying? Because we went all off topic.
I'm gonna have to make sure you get this massager. That's what I'm gonna have to make sure you get.
Hey,
Okay.
you
Send us the details.
send me the link. You fuck around and get her a massager and she'll never leave.
Wait a minute,
Look,
won't because my clients don't, so she won't.
Yeah.
that's
I'm
it.
glad I'm
Oh,
gonna
there
let
you
her
go.
use the massage.
My final thoughts are y'all some nasty motherfuckers. I'm just gonna keep it real. I just want y'all to know. I don't know what happened to my nice, sweet, quiet wife.
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know what has happened, but she
you
be telling
lost.
y'all
You
all.
lost. You lost her
I
a long
lost.
time ago.
I lost her a long time ago.
That
She
is
be
not
telling
true. I
all the
am
churches
still
business.
a lady in the streets.
She tell all the church. I'm supposed to be a lady in the streets. You got me acting looking like a freak though.
Baby, your reputation for
No, I
serious.
don't have no reputation.
Oh boy, here we
Good
go.
evening, Patrick McGee. My final thoughts. Y'all, if you're not watching something for the people podcast, what you doing in your life? Because the shit we have learned on here is absolutely amazing. I'm trying all of it. I
For
want
real.
you all to come back next week and tell me we need a recap show so that they can tell me all the things that we've taught them this summer because it's we're out of summer, we're moving into fall. I want to
Hmm.
know the things that you have tried from the podcast and how they worked in your favor.
Hmm.
Like that would be
Correct.
amazing.
I might have to
Right.
for a couple of days.
You might have to what?
I'm to Shreveport for a couple of days.
Yeah, come to Shreveport,
For
please.
real. For real.
Hmm. Come on down.
Come on down. Come on home and visit a little while
For real.
because this podcast has seriously. Wait, Patrick McGee, you in Houston? Oh shit! Seriously, I've learned so much personally, professionally, but I've learned
Hmm.
so much because a lot of the things that we talk about, it really is to educate. I know I mess around, I play around, We like to educate. And so many
Absolutely.
people did not know about reflexology or footgasms or
Erogenous
Anything.
zone.
erogenous zones, or that the feet are
Or
connected to
nothing.
the body that's connected to the brain. People just be
Right.
out here having sex, meaningless sex with people, unfulfilled sex with people, and don't know it's a whole nother world out there that they can tap into. And
Yep.
it kills me when people be like, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's nasty." Your nasty is somebody else's pleasure.
Mhm.
Correct.
Don't knock it
Correct.
till you try it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Correct.
You, even if you don't like it, you might make you feel good for that moment. It might sweat you out. However,
Right.
You
and
might need to be a trisexual at least once in your life. Try it once in your
try it
life.
once, be a
Be a
trisexual.
Hmm.
trisexual.
Try it once, and if you like it, try it again. That's a
And if you
trisexual.
love
Yep.
it, keep on doing
If
it.
you love it, keep
There you
trying until
go.
you get out of here. I just told somebody today they was all frowned up. I said, "Why y'all be so angry? Y'all gonna be in y'all casket so mad and ugly looking? I'm gonna be in my casket, shit, just like
with
this,
the
Right.
biggest smile
I'm gonna
ever.
make sure you go
with a
with a
smirk.
smile on your face.
Please put a smile or a smirk on my face because it ain't gonna be
Hmm.
me if you don't."
For
So with
real.
that being said, my final thoughts, people, tune in, go back, watch the series from the summer. In 2 weeks, I have a special guest. Look, let me put this picture up before we get out of here. If y'all don't know who Lady Painted is, over 1 million followers on TikTok, and she's right here from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Shreveport, Louisiana. We gonna bring her on, and she gonna tell us how she did it because I can't get 3 followers, and she got over 1 million. I guess I need to learn how to use TikTok first, huh?
Yes, but
Okay, I'm
she's
gonna
That
one
start.
would
of the
help.
best makeup
She
artists they
is one of
are.
the best makeup artists. This girl
When
should
is she gonna
be
be in 2 weeks?
2 weeks. September, what is it? Wednesday the 20th?
Mhm.
Wednesday the 20th, her creative director. Thank you very much, Veronica Ron Brown. We got Lady Painted, Area Lake. She will be in the house in 2 weeks, and she will show you how the transformation she does is amazing. And like I say, the hard work she has put in to gain over 1 million TikTok followers, like,
It's
educate
amazing.
Right.
me, teach us,
Right.
especially if you're in a field of entertainment, make sure you come and check her out. We love her. She's like a second family, so we love her. We're going to be glad to have her on the show. We got to make sure we tag you in it. Mr. SirQuincy Ray of I So Love Feet, based out of Houston, Texas. He is a certified master pedicurist, CMP. When you see this man, you better put some respect on his motherfucking
And
name.
be ready for anything that's
Oh,
possible.
and tell him, don't let these pedicurists fool you. The nigga in the gym every
Yeah.
day. Don't show
Y'all
him that
see?
muscle. Don't think you're gonna come in here and just roll over on this fella.
Right.
He works out all the time.
Cause, cause say he gonna manhandle the shit out of him for real.
Right. If you
For
think you're gonna
real.
come in here and handle him, that's not what that's about. You're not. Look, close your eyes and Renthal. That is not what's gonna happen. You cannot manhandle Mr. Sir Quincy Ray. Mr. Sir Quincy Ray, we thank you. We
Thank
appreciate you. We love you.
you.
Drop your link to us so we can
Please
put it in the
put
comments.
in the comments how they can get in touch with. Put your link in the comments. I will
Right.
also post it. I soul SOLE love feet on Instagram. People, we appreciate you. Till the next time, we love you guys. Every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Facebook and YouTube Live. We are Something for the People podcast. Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.